Quest for Balance is a program here that was very consciously created. The two elements of kayaking and yoga go so well together in informing a person. How do you meet resistance in your life? And how can you breathe into that to sort of push yourself further? And we're not going to define those boundaries. You define those for yourself. And that's what makes the environment here really safe and experiential for people who want to play with those limits.
I was doing yoga on the dock this morning about 7-ish, and you're just able to take in absolutely everything around you. The sun, the sound, the water, the stillness, and it's an easy place to fall into the inner stillness. It's a very inviting place. We slow down and give ourselves enough time to experience how we're breathing, how we're speaking, how we're moving, how we're creating relationships in our lives with ourselves and with others. And I believe that the Northern Edge lays that opportunity out beautifully, and it's an easy place to fall into that existence.
What strikes me when we're preparing for this is that there's this really beautiful foundation underneath that allows all of this possibility to happen. And that includes a great facilities staff who take care of all your creature comforts, make sure the bedding is delicious and clean and yummy to get into, and the food is well prepared and lovingly created. And also the office staff are just amazing to make sure that if you've got a dietary need, that the kitchen knows about it.
For a beginner who has never experienced yoga before, I like to create a relationship to where your body is. If you have injuries, disease, or inflexibility, or great enthusiasm to move, we'll create a physical relationship and an intimate relationship to base your yoga around what you can do. So you start with where your body is, and we create yoga from that point.
What I love about kayaking is that the vessel itself was created by a culture that really understood what it means to be in balance in nature. And so just by going over the anatomy of the kayak and sharing my own passion about what I love about kayaking, I think people really get an in-depth understanding of, an experiential understanding of what it is to create balance in their life. Sometimes we'll even do yoga in the kayak. And we have the opportunity to do this. This is a nice, often a tranquil lake to be on, and we can explore that balance and the balance points. You're making notes as you go through your experience and the kayaking skills progression and the yoga skills progression. And at the end of it all, we sort of breathe that in and take in the notes, and we pass along those gems of wisdom to everybody in the group. We're not the only experts here. There's a collective wisdom, and that gets shared.
I think for the more experienced yogis, I think it gives us an opportunity with the surrounding in nature to really take the yoga off the mat and into the earth, onto the dock, into the water, to experience the elements of yoga in our daily lives, opposed to just on the mat.
Quest for Balance for Women is a really special program here. We see women who come to the edge in their roles of a mother, a daughter, a sister, and what's really neat is they get to shed that role, and we see them start to come out of themselves and be more loose and free and juicy. And sometimes the Quest for Balance for Women are just real highs for an experience, and the women just leave here as friends. Someone said to me recently, said, "You guys work really hard to make this look effortless."